In this module, we will discuss the features of social welfare administration, that what are the important features of social welfare administration. As we have talked about, the social welfare administration is a secondary method of social work discipline, which deals with the social welfare agencies, the working of the social welfare agencies, the administration of the social welfare agencies, to help these social welfare agencies to achieve their specific objectives for which these social welfare agencies has been established for, and to provide the welfare services to the target client, to the target group or the community people, along with the specific objectives of the social welfare agency. So social administration as a process of social work discipline helps in the policy formulation, in the need assessment of the community, in the implementation phase of any development project within the community, in execution, in supervision, monitoring, and evaluation phases of any development program. So, but obviously keeping in view the specific objectives of the agency on one side, as well as the objectives of the social welfare projects within that community. If we talk about from the functional point of view, it includes three perspectives of social problems, because the social welfare administration is also concerned about to see and to examine that how the social problems are taken up by the society, what kind of the social problems are existing within a society, and what kind of ways and manners are adopted by that society to respond these social problems. So the three major perspectives of social problems are considered in the process of social welfare administration, and that is the restoration of impaired social functioning. Means that if to minimize, to reduce the damages of the client who has suffered from the social problem, to restore the client, to restore the happening of any adverse social phenomena like the earthquakes, like the flood within the community. So the restoration of impaired social functioning, due to which the social functioning has been affected, adversely affected, and has been damaged due to any social happening. Number two, in social welfare administration, we try to see that what kind of resources are available, and it is important to provide the resources to make the effective social functioning of the individuals and the society. And number three is the prevention of social dysfunctioning, which means to stop the further damage, to stop the happening and occurrence of any adverse social happening, any anti-social event, or any anti-social activity within the society, to stop and to prevent. It can be done by providing the awareness information to the population of the society, and by assessing the risks in the coming future, and while adopting the risk management strategies. In social welfare administration, it is also important that despite of the variation and the difference of the functioning of the agencies, it is very important that although the size, the scopes, the structure, and the types of program exist, different programs, and the scope of the agencies can be different from one another, but every agency has a governing body, has a governing board, a superior governing body, an apex body, which is responsible for taking the final decision. And this board is generally represented by the community for which the social welfare administration intends to serve and to provide the welfare services. So this is important, that in social welfare administration, basically the need assessment is done by the community itself within the scope of the agency and with the help of the administration of the governing body of the social welfare administrative agency. And number two, the participation of the community people is mandatory, is very important in the whole process of social welfare administration. Fourthly, it is very important that maximum utilization of available community resources is made, and the active participation of the community people is also made possible, so that the ultimate goal and objective of the welfare program can be achieved properly. And if any development program is owned by the community people, then the success chances and to accomplish the objectives of the social welfare administration is possible at the highest level. Fifthly, it is important that the social welfare agencies have to allocate the certain portion of their resources to run their own functions, to run their own affairs, so that they can organize their function in a proper way, and they can continue their working in a society. So it is important that the social welfare agencies should consider that some resources should be rescued for their own functioning. Social welfare agencies generally function in a democratic way, in a cooperative manner, and ensure participation of all the members in the administration of their activities. The concerns and the consideration of the community people on one side is taken into account, and the opinion of the staff of the social welfare agency is also respected by the administration, by the social welfare administration. Another important point in social welfare administration is that the growing trend to recruit professionally qualified manpower is important. Normally, it is tried, and the best efforts are made that the professionally qualified personnel should be hired. So the professional service rendering objective of social welfare administration can be achieved. And it is helped in introducing professional approach, so the professional approach in the process of social welfare administration can be ensured.